When I was a kid, I had a fascination with abandoned places. The old hospital on the edge of town was the ultimate mystery, a crumbling relic from a bygone era that kids like me whispered about in hushed tones. My friends and I dared each other to sneak inside, but none of us ever had the courage. Until one summer night when I decided to face the fear alone. As soon as I stepped inside, I knew something was wrong. The place was freezing cold, even though it was the middle of summer. My breath came out in white puffs as I walked through the dark, decaying corridors. The walls were covered in peeling paint, and the air was thick with the smell of something foul. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. I found an old operating room, the kind you see in horror movies. Rusty surgical tools scattered across the floor, a table in the center, still stained with something dark. That's when I heard it. A faint sound, like someone crying out in pain, coming from somewhere deep within the hospital. I followed the sound, my heart pounding in my chest. The cries grew louder, more desperate, but I couldn't tell where they were coming from. The place was like a maze, and every corner I turned led me deeper into the darkness. Finally, I found a door that was slightly ajar. The cries were louder, almost unbearable. I pushed the door open and froze. The room was empty, but the walls were covered in deep scratches, like someone had tried to claw their way out. Chains hung from the ceiling, swaying gently as if they'd just been used. I realized then that I wasn't alone. The whispers started, low and menacing, growing louder with each passing second. They spoke of pain, of suffering, of things I can't even begin to understand. I could feel the presence of something, no, someone in the room with me, though I couldn't see them. But I could feel their eyes on me, watching, waiting. In a panic, I turned to run, but the door slammed shut behind me. I was trapped. The cries of pain returned, louder than ever, echoing through the room, reverberating in my skull. It was too much. I fell to my knees, covering my ears, but it didn't stop. The whispers, the screams, they were inside my head now. I don't remember how I got out of there. The next thing I knew, I was outside, gasping for breath, my body shaking. But the nightmare didn't end when I left that place. The cries still haunt me, even now, echoing in my mind whenever I close my eyes. And the whispers, they're with me too. A constant reminder of the horrors that took place in that hospital. I should have never made the choice of going in alone. Some places are better left forgotten,